Hey everyone, so in today's video we're going to be reacting to a post that I made on Reddit a couple months ago asking what everybody thought that the Red Sox record would be heading into the month of May. This is the first type of reactionary content that I'm doing like this, so if you guys like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. So the question's pretty straightforward. I just asked, what do you think the Red Sox record would be after the first month of the season, which was 30 games? And I wrote that I thought that there was actually a lot of winnable games in here. I think that the Red Sox, heading into spring training, we thought that there was a competitive enough team to play around 500 this season, and at least for the month of April, there was a wide range as to what they possibly could do. The Red Sox had a long West Coast trip, which notoriously hasn't been great, but I still felt like that the strength of schedule was pretty weak heading into this month, and so I went with 16 and 14 as my guess. I actually had quite a few replies in this video, so we're going to just run through them by popularity, and we're going to see where we go. So the top comment was from Joe Con, and he said that I don't see how we lose any of these games. For sure, 30-0. It's the next 30 games that I'm worried about. And then TastyAd4082 said, thanks for throwing the sarcasm on there. I thought you were questioning the inevitable 60-0 start for a second. Yeah, I mean, we kind of missed the window on this one, I think. The number one actual response to this came from Select Response, though, where they thought that we were going to play 500, which, I mean, heading into the season, that makes sense. Actually, the second most popular response was also a 500 guess, but it came from Phoenix Uni. They actually broke down what they thought the series were going to be, which I thought was pretty cool. And so let's just run through and see what they got. So they said we were going to do 1-3 in Seattle, which we went 2-2. And then they thought we were going to sweep Oakland, which we did. They thought we were going to win 2 of 3 in LA, which we did. We would get swept by Baltimore, which we did. They thought we would go 3-0 versus LA again. We won 2 of 3. They thought we would split the series in Cleveland, which we probably should have, but we ended up losing 3 of 4. 1-2 versus Pittsburgh. We swept them. And then 1-2 versus Cleveland. They guessed that correctly. 2 out of 3 versus Chicago, which they guessed that correctly as well. And then they thought we'd go 0-1 versus San Francisco. So, I mean, honestly, for not getting the record quite right, they actually did pretty good on the series guesses. The next highest response came from Jiggy8388. And they guessed we went 14 and 16. A little pessimistic on this, but you know, it's not unreasonable considering the state of the division preseason and what everybody thought. VA Delta 967 guessed we would go 22 and 8, get all the easy games out of the way, and we go 50 and 83 the rest of the way. Now, 22 and 8, that was definitely high up on there, but I did really like the optimism in the first half of that. I don't really like the looks of 50 and 83 the rest of the way, though. C Baseball, congratulations. You are the first one to guess 17 and 3. Had 16 upvotes on this, so right in the middle of the pack on this, so good job. Bruins D-Man, I think you fell into the pessimistic category on this one. I didn't think that they would go 11 and 19. That would have been almost a disastrous start to the season considering how weak the schedule is, but you got some upvotes on this, so yeah, some people agree with you. Redbubble89, congratulations. You're also correct. 17 wins, assuming we have everybody healthy to start the year. It's not a tough schedule, but it's the West Coast swing. Baltimore has the hardest team. Oakland and the Angels aren't too bad. Cleveland depends on who the starter is. Mariners and Cubs are about who the Red Sox are as a fringe playoff team. Cubs still haven't signed Bellinger. Tampa isn't until mid-May. Yankees and Blue Jays aren't until mid-June. I still think this team is going to be good, and the main test is going to be August and September. Redbubble, I completely agree with what you're saying here. This was kind of my sentiments as well. I thought the schedule was very easy. Personally, I went with 16 wins, so I was off. So you beat me on this one. But I definitely saw the possibility of winning 17-18, so this was exactly with my line of thinking as well. We got a string of 3 responses here that were pretty popular out of 11 and 19. That's pretty pessimistic, guys, also, but, you know, again, I can kind of see with how disappointing the offseason was at the time. 18 and 12 from Locara, 19-31. Seems like an easy enough schedule. 19 and 11 would not shock me. Honestly, if we didn't have the injuries, 18 and 12, 19 and 11, I almost guarantee that would have happened. It's crazy how good the Red Sox have been doing so far. So this is a really solid guess, and honestly they could have won 20 games if they were healthy. So 17 and 13 is amazing. I'm sure we all kind of agree for that. 9 and 21 from Alabaster Radio. Ownership will ensure us they believe in where the team is heading and that the future is bright. Yes, I mean, that's kind of their job, but this is probably not the brightest guess. I'm definitely a more positive type person, but again, it kind of falls in line with my comments before. I can understand where the pessimism was coming from. Blue WVU, 16 and 14, good guess. 0 and 30 from Thor King. Yeah. Red Roverster 17 and 13. Good job, you got it right. And TK Riot said that looks like a lot of wins to me if I've ever seen some. Yeah, that's also how I felt about it. And then there were a lot of other responses on here that also did good. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. Where do you guys think the Red Sox are going to be next month? So we did the month of April. Where do you think the record is going to be at the end of May? There's 28 games in the month of May. I went 16 and 14 was my guess for last month. I'm going to go a little bit more optimistic this month. I'm going to stick with 16 wins again, but since there's only 28 games, that'll give us a 16 and 12 record. That Tampa Bay team is not looking very scary this year. I think that the Red Sox are going to sweep San Francisco. I think that there's a lot of opportunity here for some wins that maybe I wasn't looking at the beginning of the year. Baltimore still looks a little scary. Milwaukee's doing good. Detroit's off to a good start. But I still think the Red Sox take 5 of those games from Tampa, and I think that's going to catapult them to a 16 and 12 record. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning into this video. Make sure you leave your comments below in the YouTube comment section or on the Reddit post that I'll make for this. I'm going to be asking this question again, and we'll see how you guys do for the next one. Appreciate all you guys that participated last time, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.